You need to be uncomfortable in order to get success. You're not gonna get any success being comfortable. I'm sorry, you have to get uncomfortable. This is the problem now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, wife, a mama of four, real estate investor and entrepreneur. I get it. Investing in this economy with this inflation and this high interest rate almost feels like it's impossible, but it's possible. Honestly, I feel like the best way to invest right now would be house hacking. Here's a 3-year multifamily freedom plan that I came up with to help you start on your investing journey. This 3-year multifamily freedom program that I just created is basically the first year you acquire your first duplex. If you're looking at this video from New York, from the East Coast, acquire your first duplex, let's say in New Jersey. Now, acquiring your first duplex that you plan to live in, you can actually qualify for a 3.5% FHA down payment. That first year, you and your family, you move into the duplex. Preferably, if you have a small family, move into the smaller unit. I found a duplex in Hackensack where there's a 4-bedroom, 1 bath on one side and a 1-bedroom, 1 bath on the other side. When I first bought my first property back in 2017, we were a family of 4. My son was 3, my daughter was 2 months. So at the time, my kids weren't in the school system. I wouldn't mind going into a neighborhood that's probably not the best, just for a short period of time, just for that 1 year, just to start this house hacking journey. If you want to buy a multifamily property that's not too expensive, it's sometimes they're not in the best areas. I live in Bergen County. These properties that I see, these duplexes, are beautiful in beautiful areas like in Inglewood. They're going for almost $1 million. So we're not going for those properties. We're trying to stay within $500,000. This 3-year multifamily freedom plan that I came up with is basically year 1, you acquire a duplex, you move into the smaller unit if you have a small family. And I understand it's not going to be the best school rate, but you need to be uncomfortable in order to get success. You're not going to get any success being comfortable. I'm sorry, you have to get uncomfortable. This is the problem now. You're too comfortable, so you're complacent. We need to get uncomfortable. It's not going to be pretty. We don't have the funds to go and buy $1 million duplex in Bergen County and still work in New York City. So us New Jersey people, we take advantage of working in New York City where they pay more, but we live in the suburbs here in New Jersey. And in order to obtain that, you need to be within close proximity to New York City. Are you catching on? Okay. So we need to get the comfort out of our heads. Financial freedom doesn't come with being comfortable. It's uncomfortable. I heard a story that Elon Musk invested in Tesla and then went to sleep on his friend's couch. That shit was uncomfortable. It's not comfortable, but look at where he is now. So back to regularly scheduled programming. You move into this property. If you can, move into the smaller unit because the bigger unit is going to bring you more of a return. Now, I looked up a property here. Address is 115 Spring Valley Avenue in Hackensack, New Jersey. This property is listed on the MLS right now. Here goes a picture of it. It's listed for $541,000. Now, 3.5% with an FHA loan, you're going to bring $18,935 as a down payment. My closing cost was around 10 grand, so they're usually 10 to 12 grand. 12 grand on the higher side will bring you at $30,935. So around $31,000 can get you into this property. The numbers can go up and down as you negotiate, as there's a bidding war. My recommendation, if you can buy a property now with the higher interest rates, do that. I looked at a mortgage calculator using the numbers that we use, 3.5% down with a 6.75% interest rate. I heard interest rates are down or a little bit lower, but we're going to stay on the higher end just for room for error. Now that mortgage comes out to $4,869. After doing some research, I saw that the 4-bedroom, 1 bath, you can actually rent that out in Hackensack, New Jersey for $3,200. Now that leaves you with a mortgage of $1,669 that you are responsible for. You're earning income. You're not living for rent free yet. We understand. Year 2, you go ahead, you buy into another property. Now the lender can now use your 9 to 5 income, your spouse's 9 to 5 income. Now they're using the 3 units that you have for rent. Let me break it down for you. You have 1 unit right now. You move out of your current 1-bedroom, you're gonna list that for rent. Rent is going for $1,200. Let's say we list it for $1,100. Now you move into the second duplex, and now you have 3 tenants because the other side of that duplex will be getting rented out as well. You have 3 tenants. The lender will also put this into consideration. So now they're using your 9 to 5 income, and they're also using your rent income from the 3 units. Year 3, you do it again. When you move out of the second duplex you purchase, year 3, you're moving into your 3rd investment property, and now you go from 3 rental units to 5 units. So it's like every year you're adding 2 units, because now that same unit that you were living in, you're gonna put a tenant in. And now this new duplex that you're moving into in year 3, you're gonna have a tenant living right next door to you. On year 3, we have 5 units. If you follow this plan, by 2026, you will have 5 rental units. By year 4 in 2027, if you want, you could keep this plan going. Now you're probably tired, your kids are a little bit older, you don't feel like doing it anymore, you're tired of packing and unpacking and packing and unpacking and living next to your tenants. Now, you don't have to settle when you go ahead and buy that beautiful single family unit, because when you move out of that unit on year 3, now you go from having 5 tenants to 6 tenants, because that unit you were living in, you now have a tenant replacing you. Now you have that income coming in. I didn't want to really do the numbers because we don't know what the future numbers is looking like, but the first year you were actually coming out of pocket. By year 2, you should be living rent free. By year 3, you should be making money if you do this correctly. And by year 4, you will definitely be making money. And these rental units will pay for themselves, and they will also pay for your unit. Now, by the time you get into year 4, you have this property that you bought 3 years ago, back in 2024, because we're in the future. We're in year 2027. Get out of 2024, come to 2027. Now you have 6 units, 3 duplexes, 6 units that you house hacked over 3 years. It was hard. It was difficult. It was uncomfortable. But 3 years later, you have 6 units. And now you can buy a beautiful acre. You can build the house if you want to, because you got 6 units that the bank is looking like, okay, they have experience. Now you can go ahead and leverage your experience because you've been doing it for the past 3 years. You did 3 deals. You got the hard money lenders that you could work with. And the best part is appreciation. All those deals that you bought over these past years, they done appreciated through the motherfucking roof. And you can go ahead and get a HELOC on that. You can refinance it if you want to. I recommend HELOCs. HELOCs is going to give you an additional payment. Take that money, go ahead and use that as a down payment. Now you don't even have to use your own money anymore. You could just use the equity in these properties as down payments. Guys, this is my 3-year multifamily freedom plan that I recommend. I just came up with the name. I'm liking the name. I hope you like it too. This is something that you can do to mitigate these high ass prices for these houses. Now, if you're someone, this is a good alternative for you if you don't want to invest out of state. It's hard. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Most likely these contractors are definitely gonna run away with your material because you're not there. They know you're out of state. They know you're new to the business. So if you want to keep it closer to home where you can keep your eyes on your actual property when you're living right next door to your tenant, it's less likely that they're gonna be, doing crazy shit. You can keep your eyes on it. And another thing, if you live in a town that allows short-term rentals, you can actually make this a short-term rental on Airbnb, on VRBO, booking.com. You can create your own website and you could 3x the amount of money. So if you're making $3,200 for a 4-bedroom on Airbnb, on the weekends alone, you could go ahead and book that shit out for $500 a night, depending on the location. Because that's a big family of 10 could go and stay in that 4-bedroom. There's money to be made. If you're not comfortable with that traffic coming back in and out, if you're in a city or a state that does not allow short-term rentals, but they allow 30-day plus rentals, then you can make it a medium-term rental. This property in Hackensack that I was looking at is close to about 3 major hospitals. You got Inglewood Health, you got Holy Name, and you got another hospital in Hackensack that you could go to. So this is where travel nurses come into play. There's money to be made out here, okay? I'm tired of hearing all these damn excuses. There's money to be made. If you're single, is even better. You live in that 1-bedroom and always live in the smaller unit, rent out the bigger unit. So the money that you're putting into your mortgage is less. That tenant needs to be paying more than you're paying. You feel me? Did I make enough sense in this video? Because it could get done, okay? The question is, how bad do you want it? Do you want it or do you not want it? Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section down below. I just came up with this and I'm loving it. Multifamily freedom plan. The MF plan. Ha! This is the MF plan by MD. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. That's it for today.